pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Okay, roll call. Shane Bailey.
Present.
Darren Howell.
Yep.
Don Miller.
Here.
Teresa Stratton. Here. Randy Thorpe. Absent. Excuse me. Jane Barco. Here. Mayor Chip Norella.
Here.
Attorney Chris Farrell. Michelle Gugalski. Here. Heather Hess. Present. Roll call's complete.
Thanks, Heather. Conditional use. So, as you know, we had several conditional use hearings over the past few months, and is there anybody that would like to make a motion?
I make a motion to deny the conditional use application for Alaran Recovery Holdings LLC based on the fact that it does not meet the requirements of the conditional use set forth by the Waymart Borough Council.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Don Miller. Seconded by Teresa. All in favor? Should probably do a roll call.
Darren Howell.
Yes.
Don Miller.
Yes.
Teresa Stratton.
Yes.
Jane Barco.
No.
Shane Bailey.
Yes.
Vote passes.
Motion passes.
Mr. President, before we leave that, I would ask, because it's a contested matter, we need to file a reasoned opinion to substantiate or support the decision just made by Borough Council. So Attorney Waldron is here, who represented Alaran. I'd ask, and I don't know if any of the other, there's 15 other interveners. I'm going to ask that we be granted a 15-day period to prepare and circulate a reasoned opinion in this matter, and that would, upon circulation, that would give rise to any appeals that might be taken from this decision made tonight. Mr. Waldron, do you have an objection to that, sir?
No objection to the time period. I'm not sure what you meant by circulated. You mean that they're going to issue a decision, a written decision.
Issue a written decision within 15 days, and I'll circulate it. I'll copy everybody that's involved. I think we're obligated to do so.
Right.
So, but I think Mr. Bailey, you should also ask for a motion to allow for the circulation of that written decision and the execution of the decision by the individual members in the capacity or in regard to the way they voted. I'd ask somebody to make that motion and second it, please.
With the motion to circulate the letter?
And circulate it and circulate the opinion and execute it.
Execute as in just make sure it goes out.
It has to be signed by council members, okay?
Yeah.
Darren made a motion.
I'll second it.
Teresa seconded it. All in favor? Aye. Nays?
Nay.
Motion passed. Okay.
All right, so with that having been said, I think we can excuse the stenographer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why don't you take a 3-minute recess and I'll help Ms. Kaiser depart. Okay?
Sure.
All right, thank you. I'll be in touch with you. Mr. Waldron will be in touch with you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. You were all very cooperative, very respectful throughout all of these proceedings. I don't know how many of the parties are still here, but on behalf of Borough Council and all of the parties, thank you all very much for your attention, your cooperation, your patience, and your respect for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Henry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept them already.
Second.
Motion made by Darren, seconded by Donnie. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Nays? Motion passes. Bill list.
Okay, I have some additions here.
That's never good.
No, you're not sure there, so. Okay, so now you're ready.
Sure.
Okay. First one is South Canaan, Laurel Highland, which is our South Canaan telephone for our 4 lines. $251.91 is the total for that, and they're all very consistent within cents of the previous month. So I won't itemize them, unless you want me to read each one. Next one is SWIFT, which is our State Workers Insurance Fund, about $4,909. We're always charged a high amount in the beginning, and then it's adjusted downward monthly for the rest of the year.
What was that for?
That's for our State Worker Insurance Fund, workman's comp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Next one we have is Whitmer Public Safety Group. It's for the half cost for 2 sets of gear that was voted on last month,
Mm-hmm.
$5,244.
Okay, that's American Rescue.
And that's paid through American Rescue, yes.
Mhm.
And the last one is, my goodness, wait a minute, YCG, which is our police, what is that, calibration? Calibration, it's $35, so that's good, and thanks, Brad.
You have to be calibrated?
Sometimes. The mayor does that, no?
The 251, that was what for phone?
That was for phone, yes, for 4 lines.
Okay.
3 lines of the internet. That's all I have.
Any questions for Shelley? Police. Oh, well. Oh, we have to make a motion. I guess we gotta do that first. Make a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills, plus the extra,
With additions.
plus the additions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Darren?
No,
Teresa, sorry. Seconded by Jane. All in favor to pay the bills?
Aye.
Aye. Nays? Motion passes to pay the bills. Police report, chief.
All right, how are you? All right, how about you?
You can't complain.
Can't complain, just to eat.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't complain about that.
Monthly report for June this year, abandoned vehicles, we had 1, disabled vehicles 2, we assisted other police agencies 2, hit and runs 2, welfare checks 1, motor vehicle accidents 1, and let's see, suspicious persons, we had 1, written warnings issued were 1, traffic citations issued were 3, investigations ongoing are 15, and we have 49 incidents for the month.
Busy month.
The only thing I have to bring up, there's no questions on that, the 1 vehicle needs rotors and brake lining. I didn't get a price yet, but they're grinding.
Mm.
Okay, so you can feel them, so I can get a price and then. Tires too, but I'll get a price on the tires, that's contract, we get a special price for high-speed tires. Usually around $200 a tire for a high-speed tire. But the brake lining and rotors could be anywhere from $300 to $400 a side, because they're the heavy rotor you have to put on, the brake lining, okay? So I can, just so you know, when I get an estimate,
Mm-hmm.
we can.
You say brake lining, you mean the actual brake line?
Brake lining,
Brake pads.
yeah, the pads,
Okay.
and the rotors,
Okay.
okay?
Don't break so much.
Does that come out of liquid fuels?
No.
No.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, see it
Yeah.
all. All right,
Alright,
thanks.
Mr. Mayor?
Fire company.
Oh,
Fire company,
jeez, I'm
yeah.
sorry, Aaron.
I'll keep it quick.
My apologies.
We had 33 calls for the month of June of fire, motor vehicle accidents, medical calls, assists, and AFA's automatic alarms. And we also want to thank the borough and the community for all the support. It don't go unnoticed what you guys have been helping with, community and put on the council itself. So all 5 apparatus are manned and on the road. We have enough to man all 5, and they're here for anything you need.
Thanks.
And don't forget Waymart Wednesday is rescheduled for tomorrow night. The Grove. I see you have quite a few responding as well. What was the accident at Four Corners? You had 17 respond?
17, and that was with 4 people on vacations.
Yeah.
I want to do 17 right now. We're averaging over
Nice.
20
Good
per
job.
accident.
Thank you.
Where are the times for that, the Waymart Wednesdays, from when to when?
5 to 9.
5 to 9.
5 to 9, I don't
5
think.
to 9, I think.
Okay.
Rain has plagued us so far this year.
Nice.
Cool.
5 to 9
Thank you.
at the Grove.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Are the
No,
cranes
no.
going to be there?
I definitely want to
I
go.
think so. Yes. I don't handle the vendors.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, I'd like to thank the committee and vendors for a great car and truck classic show that took place Sunday at the Robert D. Wilson School, and our fire company assisting to benefit our drug dog Dallas for the Waymart Police Department. And also a big thank you again for the people that supported it. If they didn't support it, we wouldn't have such a big turnout. And I have a request, we need to remove those telephone poles and put them in a secure area. Maybe we could put them where the crushed stone is, where the gate is. There's been some young kids running on them, and also a couple were riding their bikes on them. And there's a liability issue.
Aren't they going to be returned?
I don't know, but I was asked that.
Because that was deducted.
We'll get a move. Don't worry, we'll get a move.
Do we have forks for the backup?
I do.
The back what they're moving to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the last thing, I'll be attending the mayor's convention next week in Johnstown, PA. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Solicitors report, Chris was excused.
You missed one.
Zoning officer.
Zoning officer, Joe. I apologize.
I had
My glasses
19
aren't
total
big.
interactions, 7 were for zoning, 5 were for code enforcement, 6 were others. I've been approached for a solar farm out there towards the old Mallard Meadow place, which it is actually zoned for, something like that, it's industrial. They're in the process of getting the paperwork. I still haven't heard back from the Wayne County Housing Authority or whatever they are about their potential of putting in the,
They asked to be on the agenda for August.
is it?
Yes.
All right, well, they still haven't contacted me or submitted any kind of variances or anything, any kind of permits or any kind of applications for permits or, I haven't heard from, well, one notice of violation to a resident and he's in the process of cleaning up his property. And, we will be issuing building permits from now on, I don't know if anybody's aware of that, but the borough's required since 2004 to actually issue building permits, structural building permits. So if anybody, is putting up anything new, you have to come and you have to get a permit. And it has to get through the United Construction Code, it has to have a certified inspector inspect it. And it's just the state law, it's the standard the state goes by. And, it's really like that. I
Okay.
can remember.
Thanks, man, you've been kicking ass so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, great job, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, and I would like, I don't know if it's on the agenda or not, to talk about the International Property Maintenance Code 2018.
I did not put it on the agenda because we said we'd wait till August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a universal standard, it's around the world, it's international. And what it does is it sets the standard that people should live by. But not live by morally, but like the way that they live in their property, you know. And it helps me fire off citations easier than using a local ordinance. Judges, magistrates, or whoever I have to go in front of, they know it more.
Okay.
It's easier to write a citation for that as opposed to me trying to go to a magistrate and use a local ordinance. It's easier, that's it. And everybody uses them around here.
Can you bring in some literature next month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Literature, next month, so people can look at it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If you could disseminate
Shoot it off to
the
us.
literature.
Yeah, I actually
in
think
this
I might
next
have,
month.
I might have fired it to you in an email at some point, but I do send you a lot of emails, so
Okay.
it could be one of the attachments.
Yeah.
If I could do
Great.
it. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Something we could definitely consider.
That's it.
Okay. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Solicitor, he's not available today. Correspondence.
Okay, I have a thank you note. Thank you so much for making my world a little more beautiful with your kindness. It really meant a lot. Thank you, Molly Bailey and family. The Borough Council, as a whole, purchased a Rose of Sharon tree in honor of Shane's grandfather, who was a member of council for many, many, many years. So, thank you note from Molly. I have a want to go green with the PA Office of Consumer Advocate. The OCA is committed to keeping consumers informed about their utility services at their useful, costful, effective manner. Traditionally, OCA mailings have been through US mail, but future mailings will be sent by email. So that's a choice that we can make. Included in that was our water bill and just different ways to go green. I have the Waymart Area Authority regular meeting minutes. I have them on file, if anybody cares to take a look at them. And I have a letter of intent. Dear Council, I am writing this letter of intent for the open position on the council. My name is Shayna Delaney, and I have been part of this amazing little town since 2014. In the past, I have been involved with Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, Wildcat Soccer Club, Western Wayne Little League, and I am currently a member of the Parties in the Park. I would like to be considered for the open council seat that was previously held by my neighbor and friend, Craig Spiewak. I love our town and would like a chance to be a part of its council. If there's anything I can do, please just reach out. Thank you for your consideration. Shayna. Dear council members, this letter is to express my interest in filling the vacant position on the Waymart Borough Council. I have been a Waymart resident since 2019. I moved here from Factoryville, where my family and I live since 1995. I was active in that community as Biddy League and Boys Junior Varsity basketball coach for Lafayette Trail for 7 years. My wife, Marichelle, and I have enjoyed gardening, tending the community garden at Christy Mathewson Park. We both enjoy serving the community and creating opportunities for people to connect and grow a great community to live in for future generations. My educational background includes an economics degree from Wittenberg University and a master's of divinity degree from Baptist Bible Seminary. I have worked in different capacities in my years in Pennsylvania: construction, college financial aid director, customer service advocate, Signer, and a pastor in Scranton. These roles have helped me learn the value of building healthy relationships and working constructively and collaboratively with others to produce a result that can serve the community. If selected, I will serve to the best of my abilities and invest in the Waymart, the community we love and now call home. Thank you for consideration, Michael Sonny Sinceri, 11 Merwin Street, Waymart, PA, 2472. And those will be taken.
We had
New business.
another letter of interest, but Jane brought up the point, you need to be registered for 1 year as a voter in Waymart Borough Council. Shayna is, and Michael is. So, we have 30 days to appoint. I don't know when Craig started.
The last meeting.
The last meeting, that was like 28 days ago, wasn't it?
So we're right on the line. So, we have to vote we have to appoint somebody. And so it's for the remainder of Craig's seat, which is 2025, the end of 25? Yeah.
I would so, yes, you just got elected.
And then at that point, that seat will become open again with whoever else is up for re-election, and then you can throw your hat in the ring again.
You do that at the end or no?
You could do it whenever you want, because it's under new business.
Okay, do you guys wanna see these letters?
Pretty understandable.
Okay.
You want a motion?
Sure.
I make a motion to appoint Shayna Delaney to our open seat council.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made by Teresa, seconded by Jane. All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Motion passes to appoint Shayna.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Do you have that bottle of wine at home, Mike?
I do, actually.
You're more than welcome.
You can come up and sit with us if you'd like.
Sure,
Mr. Mayor.
absolutely.
Has to.
If you'd like, you don't have to.
You don't have to, we don't have another chair.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
get
we have
to
another
it.
chair right there.
Okay,
But she has, you have to be sworn
Well,
in first.
she does have to be sworn in.
Yep.
So, I mean, we could do that now, Mr. Mayor, if you'd like. If not, we can wait till next meeting.
What would you like to do?
Are you prepared?
No.
Okay. We can wait, that's fine.
We can wait, we'll do it in August then. Yeah.
Okay.
I also think we should send a letter of thank you to the
Yeah.
gentleman who applied. We appreciate
Okay.
his interest, and we hope that a seat opens up for him in the future.
Wait a second. I'll get you some.
Okay. All right,
Yeah, no, didn't realize it was gonna move.
in the meantime, we have guests and citizens.
Guests and citizens.
Ed,
Mrs. Pavlovich.
oh, I'm sorry.
Mrs. Pavlovich is signed in as a guest to speak.
Well, okay, well, the lady that I wanted to address, I don't see here, but at the last meeting when we were over the fire hall, she wanted to shame all of us neighbors because we weren't in, support of this rehab. Do we think we need it? Absolutely. There, no. But then when we hear that our property value could go down 17%, Joe and I have been there for 51 years. We moved there with a half an acre, we have 6.5. My husband works his butt off, keeping it nice. And she wanted to shame us for, I mean, does she live in Waymart? Does she own a property? We've been there for 51 years. Did any of us want our property decreased because of this? No, we agree with the drug rehab. We just don't agree with it there. So I just want to make that clear that, you're like nasty people. We are not nasty people.
And who did the assessment about that?
To the speaker that stood up last meeting.
No, assessment of your property, right?
Yeah.
We were told that by several different people. I don't remember who it was, but
They weren't from town, so I don't know if they were.
Okay,
No,
thank you.
yeah, I live here all my life, and one I never seen, never heard of.
You stand up and to call us, you just feel like we're jerks,
Okay.
Well, we'll get that
shaming,
sold
try to
there
shame
anyway,
enough
so
to
don't worry
feel
about
like
it.
it's, keep our property nice and,
Thank you. Thanks for speaking up.
thank you.
Ed,
Yes.
what do you need from us now? We just have to, do we have to sign these?
Correct.
Okay, we have 4 of them? 5
Yeah.
of them?
I have 2 of the maps.
Should be 7 of them.
We don't know yet.
We don't know, they were at the fire hall. Did any of you take them home?
Oh, Teresa.
One right here.
How many more you got?
Going.
What's the map?
Took the upon myself to make additional
You take one too.
Smart.
I have one here.
Where do we sign this, Ed?
Do you need all of them signed, you can just sign one, right?
They all have to
Oh.
sign.
Tractor's up
And
to
then it has to have the,
Oh.
well, he wants that.
Oh, yeah. There wasn't much to report on.
No, but we have to have a motion on the floor.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's pause.
And
How much?
stand stand up and explain to them.
That's in the back.
If you don't remember, what we're trying to do at this time is extract
Provided
10.195 acres off the lands of the Salvation Army, which would entail all the road frontage on South Street from Laurel Place up to the current property owner by Pete and Brianna Clifford. The balance of the land of the Salvation Army that this is part of is gonna be added to the adjoining lands of the Salvation Army. So we have a prototype deed for that. At this time, there is no proposed construction of any sorts.
So you're adding the little lot to the big lot, correct?
Excuse me?
You're adding the little lot to the big lot.
No, the 10.195 acres.
The big lot.
Yep, the balance of that tract, which would be 75 acres, will be added to the 140 acre piece of the Salvation Army.
And we have to go on record that it was passed by the Wayne County Department of Planning, and, the Salvation Army Land subdivision additions, and lot 10.195 acres, as a new lot with remaining acreage 75.355 acres of tax partial, and it gives the numbers as an addition to the tax partial map. So it'll be indicated when the map is completed. And as the requirements of the municipal planning code, we've reviewed the above referenced land subdivision additions located along South Street in Waymart Borough, the code of the Borough of Waymart, chapter 22, subdivision and land development, and chapter 27, zoning were used as the regulatory basis for our review and the source of the count. So they commented on both of the codes, and they found, since there's going to be no construction and there's no land, there are no buildings on this piece of land, they have agreed that we should move forward, and they have no objections whatsoever for this land transfer.
If I jump in real quick, we did have Joe, not to put you on the spot, but you had a set of eyeballs on this, and
I think it's good.
any thoughts?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
And this was signed by Debbie Varco, no relation to me, who was the planning technician.
Okay, so we can make a motion.
I make a motion that we
Here, I have it.
allow
Who wants to sign?
this,
How many people have signed?
Let Jay finish.
Okay.
I make a motion that we allow the subdivision as from the Salvation Army lands, as identified, and that we allow to go forth so that the land be transferred from the Salvation Army.
Pursuant to the terms recommend approval.
Does it need to be transferred, is it transferred
Is
to
it
who?
transferred or just subdivided?
No, just recommend approval for subdivision.
Okay.
Motion to allow subdivision of the land, Salvation Army or land as identified.
Correct.
Accompanying map,
Um,
submitted maps or something.
and then you said something else.
With no objection to the Wayne County Department of Planning.
Okay.
That should be it.
With no objections.
Motion made by Jane,
I'll second it.
seconded by Teresa, all in favor?
Aye.
Nays, motion passes. Okay, Ed, how many signatures do you need?
Just the president or all?
Do you have a stamp or?
I do have a stamp, yep.
It's in the cup.
So probably the stamp, one signature would be fine.
Okay. On every single one.
Please,
Yes.
Every single
we'll
one.
have to go back to the county.
Thanks, Heather.
I need two.
I'll you gotta stamp them and sign quick.
Do we have enough, Matt?
Okay, 2 seconds.
Do you need the seal as well?
Yeah,
The seal.
we should.
Yes, the seal, yes.
Oh, and then need to be dated as well.
Oh, okay. Is it the 9th? Is that 9?
9.
And the fee, what do I owe you?
Oh, jeez, don't worry, the bill will be in the mail.
My
My bill's going out, so it's never.
We don't charge for this.
Maybe we should.
I mean, we should, lots of things we could charge for. The question is, we're taking them from our people that live here in our town.
Ed doesn't mind. Jason, is that all you had? Do you have more?
Yes. That was number one. Number two is the American Rescue Allotment is closed now. With the turnout gear, being the last thing that we purchased, we can't purchase it entirely, but I'll work with Shelley to know exactly what's left over. We paid for the, last thing we paid for was the 3 ballistic vest covers, and so this will be the last thing, but as I said, it will not cover entirely a whole, so I have to figure that out with Shelley.
Sorry.
Better way to do this?
Claire, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, sure, with Jamie.
Number three, the Wayne County Housing Authority contacted me. I talked to them yesterday, and they asked to be put on the agenda for August. They go forward with it, and I also apologize to them for the reception they received at the last meeting.
Apologize for
what?
Some of the things that were said to them at the last meeting.
Joe, what correspondence did you have with them?
They were supposed to get that application and give it to me, and that was it.
And we don't have that, right?
No, they're not ready. Well, and I want to report to you, not only are they going to build the 30 units, but they are going to replace all the windows and doors in the old units that are presently there, and they're going to re-cider so that everything up there will blend together. So they did want that announced.
Could you have them email the Waymart Borough just requesting to be put on the agenda?
Because if they don't give it to Joe, then
I just requested that they be put on the agenda.
All right, we would rather have some correspondence from them to us, to the Waymart Borough. I'll reach out to them.
Thank you.
Okay, very good, thank you, folks.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
Yep, you too.
And I apologize to Ed too. Thank you. And all the other grants, we're waiting for the grants to be funded. And so, the material shed, we have the 1-year extension. Wayside Park, they'll announce next month in August if we got the matching grant. And also the local share money, the LS money, is going to be announced in September for the life packs and the overhead doors. And we are going to put out to bid the Bob Wilson Field, and it's going to be in both the Tri-County Independent and also in the Forest City newspaper.
I think it's also gonna be independent as well, the website.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Do we have to vote on the advertisements for those bids?
We did.
We did, yeah.
You did last month.
Yeah.
It was one vote,
If anybody wants to see how much it
one vote
costs,
for the thing, and then it was if you didn't do the personal
The peer review.
All right,
peer review thing.
Yeah.
Joe gave this to me today, so if anybody wants to know the cost of what advertising in both of those we're talking about, and the other is free, right, Darren?
Yeah, Penfit is,
So, yeah.
doesn't cost anything up
It's
front.
like the states. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, that's my report, unless anybody has any questions.
Okay. Just so everyone is aware, we have new ordinances and
There's a
fees,
subdivision
and we
fee.
do have a subdivision fee. Our apologies. $250.
Yeah. $50 a lot.
Oh. wishful thinking.
Oh, valves and all.
So anyway, yeah, we redid our fees and ordinances, Tom Sheffield did last year, and oversight on our part. Okay.
There's many copies of it out there in the desk.
I'll have to frame one. Yeah, sure. Shannon, you wanna be sworn in?
Yeah, if I do, where do I go?
Stand at attention. Don't make any sound.
I do solemnly
I do solemnly
swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution.
swear that I will what? I'm
That
sorry.
I will support,
Support,
obey,
Obey.
and defend the
and
Constitution
defend the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth.
And that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
And I will discharge my
Duties
duties
of the office with
of the
fidelity.
office with fidelity.
That I have not paid or contributed
That I have not paid or contributed
or promised to pay or contribute,
or promised to pay or contribute,
either directly or indirectly,
either directly or indirectly,
any money or other valuable thing
any money or any other valuable thing
to procure my appointment.
to procure my appointment.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Teresa, budget and finance.
I'm good. I'll get with Shelley to work on another, quarterly.
Mm-hmm. Streets and roads, Shane. As you can see, Pocono Spray Patch did some work, finished up from last year. And, this year, I think we're gonna hold off in hopes that in 2025, asphalt takes a dive, a steep dive, and, we can get a little more bang for our buck.
And I have to say, and I don't know what the other streets look like, but as a daily driver of that part of Holmesdale Road, much better than last year.
Mm-hmm.
Huge difference. Very, very happy with it.
I noticed that a machine went down on Holmesdale Road toward the church, and it must have had cleats on it, because it took up all of it.
Oh,
If you look at
like
it,
an excavator or bulldozer or something?
it was a bulldozer, I guess, with the cleats on it, and it went right down that road, and it took all the,
Sure, yeah.
just
Okay.
stones off the road.
Homestead,
Parks.
Holmesdale
Yeah,
Road.
we'll have to check that out. Parks and Recreation.
Shannon.
Don't have anything. I'll keep you updated at the next meeting.
Thanks, Shannon.
Yeah.
The girls are winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, utilities, Don.
I think most of the streetlights out of the seven, that's,
There's, Merwin and Myrtle, that one was on this morning, I noticed. The one at the end of Merwin and Center is still off. That one's actually been off since like December.
Not blinking, it's off.
Not, it's just not working.
Well, that's good.
I know I've called about that, one. He's called about it.
I did reach out, they never called me back.
I'll try to look at Prospect Street. I don't know, the
South.
bottom on Prospect Street.
Now, there was-
Prospect Street was taken care of.
The one at the bottom.
Oh, not at the bottom, the
Okay.
middle.
That one's been working okay.
Now, there's a woman, and I told Don, there was a woman that I spoke to, and she said that you call back, he's got the 800 number with the account number, and they will look up to see when the first time was that we called about these streetlights,
Mhm.
and they will credit the account, because the lights haven't been on, and we've been paying the bill.
Mm.
Well,
So
on
we need-
Homestead Road's also
Need to keep
back out.
after them, so that we can
By
get
your
them
house?
fixed.
Was it on?
It was on, but it's
No.
back out.
First time we got a hold of you, they did end up turning it on,
Yeah.
but then it was like 3 weeks later it was out again.
Right.
That keeps you busy, Don.
A little bit.
They are frustrating.
And the one on South Street is still flipping, I don't.
That's
That
right,
was
up from
one
Wayne
of the-
Woodlands, the one past
Oh,
Wayne Woodlands
yeah.
driveway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Keep up the good work, Don. Safety, Darren.
No.
Randy's been excused, purchasing. unfinished business, R.E. Wilson Field.
I spoke about it, we'll put it out, it's going to be put
Oh.
out to bid.
And I just wanted, because I was doing stuff, he's going to take care of all the advertising?
Yes,
Okay.
in fact, he's already contacted both papers and has it already set up.
What'd you say, Tri-County,
Who
what was the
will
other
we
one?
have?
The other one is the Forest City
Forest
News. Forest City News.
Who will he have things sent to, him or the borough?
Everything goes to the borough.
Okay.
Material shed?
The material shed, again, we have, you and I hope are gonna work on that
Mm-hmm.
to see if we can, get it done before next summer.
Mm-hmm.
So, it gave us a year extension, and 2 months have already gone by, so we have 10 more months.
And we talked about that additional money, roughly $7,000, is that still attainable, you think?
I can apply for it if you want me to. I know there's people here that are against grants.
Well, we could
No,
just put it
but-
out, well, why don't we just
So?
put it back out to bid? We talked to, is it Scott? The guy we talked to?
Who?
The guy that we talked to about the grant, about the extension. What was his name?
Well, there's,
I don't remember his name,
I
but he
don't-
did say that we could break it up.
yeah, you told me that,
Yeah,
yes, you
so
talked to
we
me.
originally put it out for bid as a whole package. And we would have to pay prevailing wages on the whole package, but he said that we could break up the shed itself versus the concrete and then the site work. It's not a very big project, it's small, so if we could make a motion, I'll put it together and get it out for bid, if you guys would like to, in 3 different bids, the site work, the concrete work, and then the building itself.
I'd like to make that a motion.
Okay.
Motion, Jane?
Second.
Darren?
Second.
Motion made by Jane, seconded by Darren, all in favor?
Aye.
Nays?
I'm sorry, you said site work, concrete,
Yeah, well, basically, we could just put it at, say,
Yeah, like the pad,
just a rebid.
concrete pad.
Just a rebid
That
on
it sits
the,
on.
on the material.
okay, you'll give me the
Yeah.
wording, okay.
Yeah. Okay, new business, vacant council seat,
We did it.
Phil?
I would like to, on behalf of the Waymart Area Historical Society, I'd certainly like to invite all of you to join. And we are going to be open on Thursday nights from 6 to 8, and on Saturday, on Sunday, from 2 to 4. And if you're interested in history, go down to the Zane Gray on the Lackawaxen. They have the regular festival there, and it's wonderful to
It
go
is,
to.
it really is
And on
wonderful.
behalf of the Waymart Area Historical Society, I would like to present a gift to the borough, since you all, years ago, supported us to get us started, and so we would like to give $1,000 to
All
the
right.
borough.
Lady. Thank you, thanks, James. We have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second it.
Motion made by Donnie, seconded by Teresa to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Adjourn. Thanks, everybody.
Exactly.